Do I have anything on my teeth? No. Okay. Good. So what I have for us today is a set of pens. This is the Pilot G-Tec 10 pens. Pilot brand. Now, I'm kind of a little suspicious of Pilot. They have a really nice selection of colors generally, but typically their pens are a little too scratchy for my taste, and I can explain that later. But today we're gonna see if Pilot can redeem themselves, so let's get started with the features. Okay, so again, we're going to be reviewing the G-Tecc-C or G-Tecc-C, okay, 10 pens. Pilot brand. And one of the things that really struck me about this particular package of pens is the 4.4 millimeters ultra fine point, and I am a sucker when it comes to needle point pens. I just love them so much, especially when I get lots of juicy colors like this one. Let's flip to the back here. I mean, oh my gosh, these look like push pops from like a really good summertime treat snack thingy majigger. Okay, so what we're going to start off with are, we're going to sample here 3 different types of notebooks. Your standard notebook, I got this from Walmart for about 98 cents. Nice solid notebook, nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy. I'm going to also use this doozy I found. It's 500 pages lined and college ruled. It is massive. It almost looks like a textbook, but it's a notebook. And this paper is very intriguing. It's kind of solid, but not quite as thin as the notebook paper. And then to really give it a test, I'm going to also use a sketchbook with recycled paper, just kind of like that newspaper print vibe, just for those of you who like to draw out there. We'll see if this is a good fit for you. All right, so opening up the package is pretty easy. We can go ahead and remove this tape. Alrighty, so let's go ahead there. We got your standard black, pink, red, orange, brown, green. I'm always very curious about the greens. They're not, hopefully it's not too minty or too dark. Teal looks like, light blue, darker, maybe a standard blue, and indigo blue. Ooh, very nice. And we have a purple. I'm going to start with purple because that's one of my favorite pens to use for just general drawing and writing purposes. So the Pilot G-Tecc-C, ooh, 4. I'm guessing the 4 because of the 4.0. We have, it's about your standard length of pen. Nothing too long. It feels good in the hand, at least that way. Ooh, it's got this little, can you hear that? Wait, let me move this over. Ooh, little grooves here. Let's see how it posts. And there's some grooves here on the edge as well. Ooh, nice solid click here for the posting of this pen. We have, it's a needlepoint. I love needle points. Oh, they're so fun. And I'm really excited here. Okay, so let's give it, so in terms of just the hand feel, the grooves are not a huge problem. Doesn't really feel like it's going to get in my way. I mean, maybe if I was stimming and, you know, I was rubbing my finger along that, it could get kind of annoying, but just in terms of holding it in my hand, it feels very good. So far, so good. Nice, solid click with the post. Let's go ahead and open this bad boy. Ooh. So just to a random standard, you know, as if you're going to take notes for a class or maybe just journal whatever's going on in your world. So let's look at, let's write in print. Okay, so that was not good. Okay, that was a little too thin for my liking. Let me go ahead and move this over here. All right, so we'll do the standard, the quick So it's got a little bit of scratchy feedback here. Nothing too serious. It's not like I feel like I'm gonna, you know, cut the paper with this thing. Jumps over the lazy dog. Okay, so in terms of color opacity, nice dark ink. I didn't have to press too hard. Sometimes with these thinner tips, we get a lot of, you know, lighter drawing of writing. So you have to like press it or trace over or just not use it in my experience. So that looks good. Let's try this with cursive. Quick. It's easy enough to glide over, but I wouldn't write with this for a really long time. I feel like if I was going to get my thoughts out, if I were journaling, I'd probably pick something different. But I like a little bit of feedback. Oh, make it a little more cursive-y. Here we go. So in terms of cursive writing, you know, the gliding factor, the scratchiness, not really a problem. But like I said, I kind of like something a little smoother, but for a needlepoint, it's really, really nice. Let's see what the other colors look like. Okay, so here's blue. So it looks like it skips a little bit when you're writing with it for the first time. This is the dark blue. But after that, it's not really a problem. It doesn't seem to be puddling, making like a little puddle of ink, which is a good thing. Blue one. Okay. Here's the lighter. Yep, there's that skip again. Lighter blue. Still dark. Okay, I like this so far. Again, that click really, the click sells it for sure. Let's try an even lighter blue. Oh. Okay, so we'll pause there. Let's see how this looks in terms of the bleed through. This is a lighter paper with the notebook. So if we flip it over, just to kind of see, can you use the back of it? It's definitely, you can feel it for sure. The place where I notice the skipping is a little darker, but generally the bleed through is not a huge problem. I think, let me try it with black. So I'll just say like, these are my notes. Okay, let's see if I flip it over, does it bleed through? Ooh, can't even read it. Now that is a major win. Okay, one of the perks of this particular channel is I'm giving you my left-handed perspective. So let's see how it does on the smear test. How quickly or not quickly does it smear when I write with it, especially on this, you know, more kind of industrial, ooh, paper. So let's see, smear test. No smear. Look at that. Like, look. Oh, this is beautiful. Nothing on my hand. So far, so good. Let's try it on the thicker notebook. All right, so we have the big notebook here. It feels very much like a textbook. So this is a nice little representation of what it would be like to use this to annotate in a book. So we'll call this the Pilot G-Tecc-C 0.4. So very nice to write with. And today is, oh my gosh, I think it's Thursday today. We'll just go with it. So nice, strong writing, especially for a lighter color like this pink. So pink, 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 do, 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 do. Perfect. Nothing too crazy. Okay, again, nice click. Let's try, ooh, the green. The greens are just, I don't know, man. I'm very picky about my greens. If it's not quite the right green, then I'm not in love. All right, but I wouldn't necessarily say the whole set wasn't good if a green wasn't good, but you know, we'll go from there. So here we go. I'm nervous. Okay, let's do it. Let's just do it. Let's go for it. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Green. Ooh, this is a solid green for sure. Not too light. Not like a minty. It's just like a legit green. I love it. I mean, I endorse it. Honestly, this is very nicely done. Ooh, let's try the orange. The orange also is a color that I'm very picky about. I try to get ones that kind of mirror this amber ring that I have. Like, it's not real amber, but I'm just gonna pretend because it's so pretty and big. And especially when you have thick fingers like I have, whew, big rings just kind of make it work. So let's try this orange. Okay, again, we have a little bit of a skip test. Orange, orange. Oh, I'm not feeling this one. This one's like so scratchy. Ugh. This is a thumbs down for me. I could not, I don't know if you can tell, but it pretty much skipped the whole time, not just the initial try. Let's see how it does on like a squiggle test here. It's fine. It's okay. I'm not a huge fan of it, but that's okay. I wouldn't use it just for the orange. Okay, and now we have the sketchbook. Okay, let's give this guy a try. I don't think I've tried the brown yet. So let's make, ooh, nice, delicious cookie. Okay, so in terms of using this for drawing, it's very nice. It's not like feeling like, you know, it's gonna bleed through. Not too scratchy. Okay, nice solid color. Let's do a little squiggle test. Squiggle, squiggle, squiggle. Cool, all right. Oh, let's do like a little red ship here. Oh, that's a nice bright red. I like it. It's kind of more, it's almost like a scarlet red than, you know, a darker shade. So if you're looking for a darker red, this is not going to be giving you that, delivering on that for sure. I think I used all the colors, so let me go back to purple. This is a royal ship, so we'll put like a little purple sails on here. Okay. I like it. The moon is made out of a cookie. Cookie moon. All right, cool. I think it's good. I like it on the sketchbook. In terms of the bleed through factor, ooh, let's see. A little bit of bleed through. So this would not be a pen that you would want to use if you had something on the other side, because it will definitely show through. I mean, you can, it's almost like it's tracing paper here, but you know, if you're not worried about that, then I don't think that will be a big concern. Should be just fine to use for sketching because it didn't skip. Let's see how orange does here. I'm a little frustrated at my orange. Let's try something fun. Let's do some hearts. I want to love you. Just let me love you. Ugh, still scratchy. I don't know if you can hear it. It's like, it's so bad. It's so bad. Ugh. Maybe it's just this particular orange. I don't know if you've used these pens before. I mean, I want to love it. The color is great. Maybe it just needs a little bit of sanding down, a little bit more of practice with using it, or just more experience. Yeah, it's getting a little better. A little spirally. Yep, I think it's fine. I mean, it's getting better. I could see myself using this and being like, scratchiness, and then trying again. But so far, it's okay.
And so the question remains, is this your next favorite pen?
Maybe? perhaps, kind of. I mean, so let me get my purple one here. So in terms of just needle points, this is a keeper. I really like the needliness. I'm a sucker for needle pens. I think that they're really fun. And they make my writing look so good. And that's not always the case. I don't always have the best writing, but that's fine. It's totally okay. I went through the entire video making all 3 different samples with the different papers and nothing smeared on me. So in terms of the left-handed smear test, it definitely passed with flying colors. The drawbacks, I'd say, you know, it's not a clicky pen. So a lot of Pilot pens tend to be more of the clicky kind. This is not that, but it does post with a satisfying click, so you can at least get that much. I feel like the ribbed edge here is a good thought. It definitely would be a nice travel pen. I feel like you wouldn't have to worry about it, you know, sliding off or coming undone in the process of, you know, using it or carrying it in your backpack or pencil pouch. Sometimes pens do kind of fall apart, which is weird, but this one definitely is not going to do that. The other downside, of course, is orange. Why do you have to look so beautiful, but also be so sus? Why? I just want to love you. You were so scratchy for no reason. There's no reason for it. It could have just been perfect. It's fine. It definitely seems like the orange, at least in my set that I got, needs a little bit of work to make the tip not so scratchy, because there's one thing I hate, and that's ripping holes in my paper when I'm trying to take notes or just trying to write my biggest thoughts. But in general, this is an excellent pen set. I definitely recommend it if you like needlepoint, if you're not hugely into clickies, and if you like a red that's kind of more like an orange-red combo. But overall, not my favorite pen, not my new favorite pen anyway, but a good pen nonetheless. So that was my humble opinion. I hope you have an excellent day. And if you're interested in these, if you like them, or if you have a similar experience with this particular brand, I don't know if they make a bigger one than 0.4. If you have one of those, let me know in the comments below. This was my inaugural video, so if you have any tips in terms of just more things you'd like me to test, give you feedback on, points on, I'm happy to do it because I just love them so much. Thank you for joining me. Hit like and subscribe and have a great rest of your day. Bye. Test, test, test. This is a test. It's a test. Let's see. Test, test, test. This is a test. Ooh, which one do I like better? I don't know. Bookish. Ooh, definitely want to have the earring showing, but not my ears. Please remember to hit like and subscribe for my humble opinion videos.